Hello, my name is Zoe.
My name is Stella.
This is a podcast we created during our project on food insecurity in our community.
Members of our team also included Rainey, Vander, and Bryson.
We were able to find a person in our community who experienced food insecurity as a child.
She was very kind to us and allowed us to interview her about her experiences.
Food insecurity is defined as having times when you are not sure where your next meal is coming from.
Now to our interview.
Were you food insecure as a child?
Yes.
How did it feel?
It was scary, not knowing where your next meal was going to come from or when it was going to be.
How did it affect your school life?
So school life, you almost always went to school hungry. So you sit in class and you would think, okay, well, I better eat all I can at lunch because I may not get supper today.
Was this an everyday thing or an occasional thing?
Yes, every day.
Has it had an impact on the rest of your life?
Oh, absolutely. I never wanted my children to go through what I did as a child. So I always made sure that they knew, without a doubt, that they would have breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Did churches and or charities help you get food?
No, my parents were way too prideful to go and accept something like that. So we just did without.
When you got out of that situation, what habits did you end up keeping?
So the habit that I ended up keeping is, like, even to this day, I'm really, really bad not to eat breakfast or lunch. Because as a child, almost always, like, we only ate supper Sundays. So as an adult, I'm really bad not to eat breakfast or lunch because that's just who I am. It's just a habit that I got into, and so I just never eat breakfast or lunch.
How did you end up getting out of that situation?
Well, I was 18 years old when I met my husband, and then we moved in together. So,
Who all helped you out of that situation?
well, I started work when I was 15, and then by the time I met my husband, he was working, so we just got our own place. So it's just me and him.
What happened that put you in that situation?
So my parents, growing up, had a drinking problem. So my dad worked. My mom mostly stayed home. He made really good money, but he spent his money on alcohol. He liked to buy things like coon dogs. He played with his money, so to speak. He did not buy groceries. We did not have running water. We had no power. So he didn't even consider his children as, something that needed to be taken care of.
How did you feel about that?
Well, it makes you sad, depressed, that you feel like you're not important enough to come before him needing a new coon dog, or, needing his alcohol, or going out on the weekends. So it's sad.
How did it feel not to be food insecure anymore?
It felt great for my kids, that the fact that they don't have to grow up like that. But for me, I think I just kind of got used to it. And that's a horrible thing to say, that you get used to something like that. But when you live like that your whole entire childhood, things you just get into a routine and you just get used to certain things. But I mean, as a child, it was very scary, but when you get your later teen years, it's just like, oh well, I may not eat supper today, so oh well. You just get used to it, I guess.
If you could help children going through the same situation that you, without parents having going out and asking for help, what would you be able to do?
Hmm. What would I do? I've always said if I won the lottery or something like that, that would be the first thing I would do. Is help the homeless and help them to eat, and we always give money to homeless people so that they will be able to eat. But you know, children, and they have parents that they're too ashamed to go ask for help. They're either they have a drinking problem or they're on the drugs, and they just don't care. About their children, and that's really sad to say, but they just don't. So if you can reach the kids in school, and I think the backpack program where they send the backpacks home with kids, with food, that's an excellent program. So that way, it ensures the kids have food at home without the parents, having to suck up their pride and go ask for help. So reaching them in school, that's what I would do.
What if their parents don't sign them up for that program?
I guess you would just have to try your best to educate parents, and I don't know what I would do in that situation. I honestly don't. Because if the parents aren't willing to sign their kids up or ask for help, maybe having social workers or something inside the schools that can recognize certain signs that a child may not have food at home, and go do a home visit or call the parents to try to get help in that home. Maybe that would be a solution.
Did you know that there are many diseases and health problems that come with food insecurity?
Yes. Yes, I do know that like obesity is one. Um, you know, just for overall health. I mean, stems from growing up a whole childhood and not eating what you're supposed to eat in order to grow up healthy, strong bones, to be able to brain development. All that stuff comes from your food, good nutrients and stuff like that. So yes, there are lots of problems that come with not getting to eat like you're intended to eat.
What do you feel about kids getting depression just because of food insecurity?
It's really sad. I mean, something that most people find so simple. Their pantries are full of food. They throw away more than most kids get to eat in a week. Um, and to have a child depressed because it does not know where its next meal is going to come from or when it's going to come, it's just sad, and it's not necessary.
I think that's it.